than swift.
Words, superlatives can't do justice what Glenn Maxwell has just done. You know, we were nearly sitting in this chair from a 25th over expecting the game to finish. You know, and if Bangladesh if Afghanistan had took their catches, it might have been. But I tell you what, that's up there. I didn't think I'd witness anything as good, as powerful, as grit, determination. You know, when you're playing for your country, what I witnessed when Ben Stokes did what he did at Headingley. But I tell you what, that's right up there. And to bat on one leg for the probably, the 2/3 of that innings, hats off. That's just remarkable innings. And that will I don't think in 50 over World Cup cricket history, that innings will never ever be beaten.
Superhuman, right? You don't expect in all human capacity for something like that to go down. It is just phenomenal, unbelievable, and you can't put into words because it is something which is probably not meant for the normal human being, because that looked like he was batting on a different level, on a different planet. And I completely agree with Steve. I don't think that we will ever see something as phenomenally remarkable as that ever again in one-day history, given the circumstances that Glenn Maxwell did it in. To almost have the physical limitation that he had for majority of the innings, and to single-handedly put up 201 from a team that was 90-odd for 7, it is a superhuman effort.
We could sit here and go, you know what, they dropped 4 catches. We can sit here and we can pick little bits and pieces out of what happened with Afghanistan, but we shouldn't, because that would take something away from what Glenn Maxwell did. Well, 75% of that game, Afghanistan had it perfect in their own hands, and it came down to absolute brilliance. So we can look at what Afghanistan did wrong, but I think that would be unfair on Glenn Maxwell for what he did right. His team were dead and buried; they were gone, and he made sure that there was still life in Australia when it came to being into the semi-final. And wow, it's still them sixes he was hitting when he was standing on one leg, the reverse sort of switch hits that he was hitting over the third boundary and then over the point boundary when he literally could hardly stand up. No matter what Afghanistan did, that's just phenomenal. I think one of the most naturally talented players in the game. He got 100. It's amazing. You look back at you're going to look back. You said it earlier. You're going to look back at his World Cup, and he had a 44 ball 100, and that wasn't the best innings he had in the tournament. It's a freak of nature, this guy, and when he's on, wow, you just can't believe what you've just witnessed. When somebody's got 201 at a 292 in a game where your team was 90 for 7, that has to be the greatest. You know, double hundreds in 50 over cricket in itself are very, very rare. But I think put the whole thing into the mix, it has to be the greatest innings in ODI cricket.
Stunning looks, then swift.